Good morning, Tuesday, me all the way, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Anyway, this is a video I'm decided to do because over the weekend, there was the bare knuckle fighting championships. It was the number 19, and on that card was the debut of Pearl Gonzalez. And I'm a fan of Pearl. I like her. I like Pearl's pearls. Anyway, but bare knuckle fighting is really serious. It's boxing with a little bit of MMA to it, and it's become very popular the last few years. But it's kind of vicious. I mean, some of these guys, they take a whooping. What they go through, and just you ever watch it, especially when you do interviews, how their faces are distorted, and when knuckles are blistered, and you gotta think about it's not like MMA where you have the 4-ounce gloves, or with boxing you have 10-ounce gloves. This is pretty much all they got is just wrapped around their hands. And the women, you gotta think about it. Some of these women, God. Anyway, Pearl made a debut over the weekend, last week, against Sarissa Sangala. Now, Sangala, she's already been fought before, and her record's not too good. And she's also an MMA fighter. She's fought for organizations like American Combatente, which pretty much is a Spanish organization, very popular around the West, in California. And Lupe Guerrero fought for there for a minute, and also Amanda Serrano. And her last fight was against Starling. I forgot her first name. And they went to war. And Starling won that fight, and now it was, look at these girls. Damn. Look at Dave Margiotta looking like, wow, it's like, hell, bitch, what? He has that look on his face. Well, that one night, Sarissa, I think that's what it is, I always say Sagala, she was ready to go, and her and Pearl went at it, and you can just take a look at her. She's getting lumped up. Pearl, Pearl just, Pearl was, Pearl don't even look like she had a scratch on. Look at Sangala. She got lumps on top of lumps. Damn. Ooh, she look lumped up. And Pearl's, she's been training with the Serranos, with Amanda Serrano, her sister Cindy. She moved from Chicago to Brooklyn, New York. And it's a Puerto Rican thing, you might say. They get together, and it's also she's helping Amanda with her MMA. Was it about 2 or 3 weeks ago? Amanda had a fight in MMA, and she won by I think she tapped the girl out. She won by decision. But Sarissa Sagala should really consider her future in MMA. Not in bare knuckle fighting. Look at that. Pearl, this is Pearl the next day. Other maybe a little scarring, maybe somewhere you can't really see, and look at this girl. Damn. I'm telling you, she's, she's about to be like almost like Bojango chick. She won't have 4 heads, she got 5 heads. But, she's an attractive woman. She has the tattoos and everything like that. And, she has more model features. She's very well developed, by surgical implants. But, I think she might need to, think about her future in MMA and bare knuckle fighting. There's a better place for her. Fry Lingerie Fighting Championships. It's very popular. They post a lot of stuff on YouTube. They just had an event about a couple months ago. And, it's more kind of like it has a mix of MMA, wrestling, you have, attractive women in lingerie. It's getting popular. I think it's probably a better place for her. She can use her MMA skills. She can wear little outfits. I think the pay is probably maybe not as decent compared to bare knuckle fighting, but you don't get lumped up as bad, compared to it, So as also coming up in I think in about pretty much a few weeks is the fight between Paige Van Zandt and Richard Ochevich. This is gonna be the second fight between these two. As you know, it wasn't that long ago they fought in I think about 2 years ago when they fought in MMA, and that was, I think, it was Rachel's last fight on contract, and it was Paige's second last fight. And this is more of a fantasy fight for a lot of guys. It might as well say, you might as well just, I think guys be fancy seeing them wearing these outfits and fighting bare knuckle than wearing the trunks and stuff like that. And Paige, she debuted early this year in bare knuckle fights against Britain Hart, and she at the weigh-in she clown bit Britain Hart, but at the end, Paige got clowned. She lost. But and also the pay-per-views wasn't that high. I think bare knuckle brawling was trying to sell off of Paige's looks and popularity, but it didn't do that well. But congratulations to Britain Hart. But this is the fight I think some people would like to see, a second fight between Paige Van Zandt and Bec Rawlings. As you know, Bec has been in bare knuckle brawling for a while, and she has a pretty good record. This is where she has a good contract with Bellator. Bellator lets her do bare knuckle brawling and also do MMA. And that's Bellator is really open-minded to a lot of these women to have a lot of their fighters have opportunities to do other things outside of MMA. And as you know, they had a past. It was like maybe about 6-7 years ago when Paige and Bec fought, and Bec hit Paige hit Bec with what we call the Danielson kick, the crane kick, and knocked her out. It's just knocked her out silly. I think she had that little. She was like one of those Who people with that hairstyle. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, as the fight's coming up in July the 23rd. I would say if you're a fan of women in bare knuckle fighting, watch it. Come support it. Hell, I might even watch it. I mean, I think they're hoping they might do a good pay-per-view because they got both these women on this card. Both are very attractive young women, and both former UFC fighters. But so, like I said, I don't know. Who am I a bigger fan of? Well, I like Richard Ochevich. I'm not too much a big fan of Paige Van Zandt. I mean, she got too much push over the UFC. But I think she would better off maybe doing a tour with Dancing with the Stars or something like that, because that was one thing I think the UFC was catering off of her popularity when she was doing Dancing with the Stars. So anyway, the event's coming up July 23rd. And if, like I say, all you gotta do is if you got, just pull it up. I think the cost of it's not too much. I mean, bare knuckle fighting is pretty reasonable compared to the UFC. I think they were charging maybe $6 for the pay-per-view, while UFC's trying to charge you $70, $80. Especially people are going hard time through the pandemic. Thank a lot, Dana White, you bald-headed whisker biscuit. It should be all the way at George Page. Don't subscribe. I'm out.